So why have I been recording a bunch of Akash Path of the Five and posting a bunch of stuff about it on social media? Because for the first time in a very long time, I have very much greatly enjoyed playing this game. Not to say that the other games I've played I haven't enjoyed, but I mean like immensely enjoyed playing. Like, I'm sure you guys can hear in my voice and the way I'm doing the video editing and whatnot that I'm just, enjoying it so much. And I'm so sorry that there's been so much of it. I just, I want to show my appreciation. And again, I really enjoy playing it. So I hope you guys understand. And, there will be, hopefully in October, or maybe even sooner, be other stuff coming. Hopefully the Xenoverse 2 server will be fixed. And yeah, but just wanted to let you guys know we're going to be doing this for a little while longer, so please bear with me. But again, I know you guys understand, so thank you.
Hello Martians, this is Neo Sailor Mars, and we're back with more Akash. So, long story short, hold on, I'm actually gonna load this because the music's kind of loud. We enter into a large open space. A pool with a fountain trickles serenely, sending beautiful reflections of light dancing across the tiled walls and ceiling. If not for our current predicament, I might be tempted to call it beautiful. Okay, so now I can explain what happened. We are saving over with a third save because if I can, okay, I can. When I recorded this the first time, the recording was corrupted. So I had to start all over again and get back to where we were before. I don't know if the recording's going to be corrupted again, but I was not happy. So we made a third save file in case the file gets corrupted again and we have to do this all over again. But let's get back to that. My breath catches my throat as my eyes fall upon a human monk in a robe, kneeling at the end of the pool with his head bowed slightly in prayer. I whisper in Ignatius's ear.
What do we do?
Shit, I don't know. Maybe we should sneak up behind him?
We can't attack the guy in the middle of his worship. That's wrong. And it would make things between our people even worse.
Oh, and I'm also not putting on a face cam because, again, in case something were to happen, like if this got corrupted again, I don't know, I'd have to start over, I don't know. I don't know if it's something with fraps or if it was just some weird thing that happened, I don't know. The monk opens his eyes and looks right at us, still mouthing a silent prayer. We're gonna pray with him. I walk right up to the fountain and kneel next to the monk. The monk regards me curiously, never ceasing from his prayer. I bow my head and recite an old elemental prayer before turning to Ignatius. The monk glances at us a moment longer, but turns back to the fountain and closes his eyes, losing himself in his devotions again.
What was that all about? I can't believe that worked.
It seemed like the right thing to do. Let's just go, please, before someone else decides to join him.
Yeah, let's adventure through a dungeon. Ignatius and... well, it's not a dungeon, but whatever. Ignatius and I enter a long hallway lit by flickering torches where the last room was beautiful and almost inviting. This hallway's opposite in every way. The temple has been quiet up to this point, but the silence is eerie and uncomfortable here. There are several doors along either side of the dimly lit corridor, but Ignatius leads us past all of them before stopping at a massive door at the end of the hallway.
This is our door. The necklace should be somewhere in there. Last chance to turn back.
No turning back now. Let's do this.
Ignatius stares at the door for a moment in silence, but before taking a deep breath and slowly pulling the doors open... As the doors swing open, a shiver runs down my spine. I feel an awful sense of foreboding It reminds me of how I felt this morning of the human attack on our village. The door opens to reveal a lavishly decorated room. Even in the dark, I can see the gleam of gold and precious stones all around. My heart leaps into my throat as my eyes land upon the sleeping form of the shaman. The necklace glows dimly in the dark room, almost synchronizing with his breathing. Unfortunately for us, it appears the shaman really doesn't even take the necklace off. Ignatius and I look at each other for a moment, but we can't confer right now. I make my way over to the bed without waiting for Ignatius's reaction. I can feel his distress, but we don't have time for anything else. I step lighter than I ever have, my heart hammering in my chest. I hold my breath and stretch my hand out towards the gem, inch by painful inch. Could it really be this easy? Well, just take it and go. It's never that easy, let's be honest. See? I told you! Just as my hand is about to reach the necklace, the shaman's eyes fly open and the necklace crackles to life. He sits straight up in his bed and extends his hand toward me, hurling a bolt of energy at me. I don't even have the time to react. I brace myself for the pain. Before I know it, I'm on the floor. I look up to see Ignatius behind me. He must have thrown me out of the way. He catches the brunt of the blast and it knocks him to the ground, leaving him clutching at his chest, gasping for breath. The shaman jumps out of bed and takes aim at Ignatius again, but I can't let that happen. In desperation, I jump forward and make a grab for the necklace. My fist closes around the immense jewel, and then, blinding white-hot pain, my body goes rigid and my own screaming fills my ears. My eyes roll back into my head and I can't see anything for a moment, but while the pain is intense, underneath it, there's a massive power like nothing. I fall to my knees and catch my breath for a moment, trying to compose myself. I look over to where Ignatius is lying on the ground. He looks pretty bad. I crawl over to him, necklace in hand.
Ignatius! Are you alright?
Please be alright.
I'm fine. Did you get that stupid necklace?
I look at the necklace in my hand. Somehow the chain appears to have repaired itself. I throw the necklace on, deciding not to question it for now. With that settled, I help Ignatius to his feet, throwing his arm over my shoulder to support him.
Well, it's been nice knowing you. I would have preferred to die at home in bed, but I guess you can't always get what you want.
No! Please don't do this to me!
Don't say those things, Ignatius. I'll get you home and they'll help you. I'm going to try something.
Close my eyes and concentrate, ignoring the rising wave of anxiety in my chest. Dear Goddess, if you're listening, please grant us your favor. Help us find our way home. The amulet sends waves of magic power humming through my body, and I give myself over to it entirely. I open my eyes and see. At first glance, it looks as if the room has suddenly been set ablaze. But once my eyes adjust, I can make out the form of a dragon through the fire. Why is it always dragons? It stretches its flaming wings and looks at me expectantly.
What did you do?
I don't know, but I think it wants us to get on its back.
Are you crazy?
The craziest!
Don't question this, just trust me right now.
I don't even know if craziest is a real word. I don't know. I reach a hand out towards the dragon and give it a tentative pat. The flames give off a pleasant warmth, but do not burn. I climb onto its back and pull Ignatius behind me. The dragon has a strange solidity to it, despite its composition.
This doesn't make any sense.
I blast a hole in the ceiling, sending chunks of tile in every direction. The dragon roars and rises forward into the air with a flap of its mighty wings. As several monks come streaming in through the doorway, they gape at us as we fly away. A less mature elemental might be tempted to leave them with a rude gesture. Do nothing. I manage to resist the temptation as we make our escape. Whee! Ow. The dragon flew for hours without tiring before landing in an open clearing. Ignatius is so badly hurt he gives up all pretense and embarrassment and clings to me, resting his head against my back. No! Finally, I can feel Ignatius stirring again against my back. Okay, he's fine.
Everything's all right. We're just going to rest here for a little while. We're in the forest on our way home.
carefully ease Ignatius off my back and climb down off the dragon. As I help him down and have a look at him, he doesn't look any better than when we left. As soon as we've dismounted, the dragon vanishes into the ether. I'll have to recall it when I'm ready to go. I hold my hand out towards a patch of grass and help it grow into a nice soft bed. I guide a still groggy Ignatius over it and help him lie down.
Just relax. We're safe here for now.
Thank the goddess this happened before my coming-of-age ceremony. I'm going to need every element to help us get home safely. First, I need to take care of Ignatius. He's not going anywhere like this. I inspect Ignatius. There, just above his heart, a nasty magical burn. My chest feels tight. He was protecting me. This never would have happened to him if it weren't for me.
This is probably going to hurt. I'm so sorry for the pain.
Oh my god, I forgot about this! No! Oh god, this I remember was hurting my heart. I take his hand in mine and place my other hand on it as tenderly as I can on the burned area. I can feel his body comforting under my touch already. This is not going to be easy. I try to clear my mind and concentrate on mending his body muscles, tissue, organs. Sorry. Ignatius' screaming cuts through my thoughts like a knife. He's squeezing my hand so hard his nails are digging into my skin, drawing blood. I'm sorry! I squeeze my eyes shut and bow my head into my chest, willing myself to ignore the sound and stabbing pain in my head. Heal him. Just get him through this. I was just about to make another reference, but then I realized, one, it's spoilers, two, I will get booed. Just because it's stuff from My Hero Academia. If you've watched it, you know what I mean. After some time, Ignatius' grip on my hand loosens and the screaming stops. His breathing is labored, but the burn has all but disappeared from his chest. A small scar remains. Even with this amulet amplifying my power, it's not quite enough to counteract the magic. He's going to need time to rest. As I think back to my magic lessons, Lux's voice echoes in my head.
Experienced users of light magic can heal even the most devastating wounds, but magic will only take you so far. The body must still rest and heal itself. Magic can only speed up the healing process. It can't bypass it.
Thanks, Mom! I brush Ignatius' hair off by his forehead. God, I need to save all the JoJo references for when we do Lux's route. Because there's going to be a bunch of them. It's now beaded with sweat. I'm so sorry this happened to you. No better time than the present to have a quick look around. A few hours later. Sorry, I couldn't help myself. That was just asking for that to happen.
Where is this?
We're in a patch of forest between the villages. How are you feeling?
Like I got trampled by a horse.
He starts to sit up, then puts his hand over his chest and grimaces.
You just stay right there. Don't move. You need to eat something. Just imagine what kind of fire I'll make after we've spent the night together.
Ignatius nearly falls over in his scramble to put some distance between us.
What?
You know, out here, under the stars, side by side, as friends. Was your mind somewhere else?
I hate you. So anyway, what's the plan now that I'm mobile again?
Once you're well enough to travel, we'll head home. I want to keep an eye on you for tonight.
What's the big deal? I'm fine now.
I'm not taking any chances. That was some powerful magic, and we don't know if you're fully healed. It might have some side effects that haven't manifested yet, and I do not want to be in the air when that happens. We've got a massive head start on them, and this is a nice little setup we have here. I want to keep an eye on you for tonight, and then we'll leave tomorrow.
Alright, fine. I guess one more night together wouldn't be so bad.
I throw some of the leftover chestnuts from earlier in the day into the makeshift rock grill to roast before I join Ignatius by the fire. The gem around my neck catches the firelight. I can see Ignatius looking at it.
I don't know much about that thing, but I don't like it.
Yeah, we'll have to take it to the elders straight away when we get back. At the very least, they can keep it from getting into human hands again.
Everything's going to be terrible now, you know? Those humans couldn't even wait for our agreement to expire before they stuck their noses in and did all this.
That's true. but we pushed their backs against the wall, didn't we? All that stuff about our races, interbreeding and all. It's complicated.
Whatever. This might be our last night not being bothered by all this stuff, and I don't want to waste it talking about humans.
Something else on your mind?
Yes, actually.
Oh?
Go ahead, Ignatius.
Well,
He fidgets nervously with his hands looking anywhere but at me.
look. We've known each other a long time, right? You know me. You know how I am.
How you are?
Yes.
You know I don't like people. They always want you to do things. And they're touching you and crowding you, and they're so loud you can't hear yourself think.
Sounds like you, all right.
Right, but... Shit, I don't even know why I'm telling you this. It's different. You're different.
I'm different?
Not like weird different, I mean... Fuck, I'm messing this up. You're different from everyone else. Lately, whenever I'm like, I hate people, there's this little voice in my head that's like, but not her.
Yeah.
Oh?
You're not like everybody else. You really get me. And you make me feel things I've never felt before. I always hated being touched, but when you touch me with those cold hands...
My hands aren't cold. Yours are warm.
It's not an insult. It feels kind of good. Not like that. Oh, goddess, you must think I'm some kind of pervert. I like it when you hold my hand. That's all. Maybe we should just pretend I never said anything, okay?
No. Too late, Ignatius. I put my finger to his lips.
While I enjoy seeing you all flustered, let me save you some time. I like you too, Ignatius.
You do?
Yes.
Well, shit. Why'd you let me embarrass myself like that? You should have gone first.
But you're so cute when you're embarrassed.
I'm not cute.
I lean in closer to Ignatius. He freezes, but he doesn't try to back away. I bring my face closer to his until our noses touch. I whisper to him.
Is this okay?
His response is so quiet, I almost miss it. Yes?
Yes?
His next words leave no doubt in my mind.
Please.
His lips are even warmer than I'd imagined. He presses them together tightly at first, but as he begins to relax under my touch, his lips grow softer and more pliant. When I pull away from him, his face is flushed, but his body language has changed. Yes, kiss!
Could I try that again?
I close my eyes and wait. I almost hear his hesitation, but a few moments later, I feel his warm hand threading its way through my hair and behind my head, gently pulling me in closer to him. His touch is still a bit shy, but there's growing undercurrent of confidence in his kiss.
Wasn't that nice?
Yeah. Maybe we could do it again sometime.
Just not tonight. As amazing as that was, that's
I'm-
probably enough excitement for you. You're supposed to be resting.
I am so happy. 7 days. I am so sorry, guys. I still haven't seen that movie. I just know where it's from. As soon as we arrive in the village proper, elementals begin flooding out of their homes and shops. They swarm around us, hugging us and patting us on the back. I hear a familiar voice shouting and spot my father trying frantically to make his way through the crowd.
Let him through! That's my father!
At this, the gathered well-wishers part just enough to allow my poor father through. He runs to me and grabs me in a tight hug. His beard is wet with tears, and I can feel his shoulders shaking as he sobs.
My darling girl, I fear the worst.
Oh, Papa. I'm so sorry I worried you. I promise I'm all right.
Eventually, Papa releases his hold on me.
There's been all kinds of horrible talk of war since you left. I fear even your safe return is not enough to stop what's coming.
We don't have the numbers to sustain an all-out war. It would be the end for us as a people. But we don't even have time to talk about that now. I have something the elders need to see.
I gesture to the necklace currently around my neck. Papa's eyes widen as he takes it in.
I will gather the council at once. I know you must be exhausted, but please meet us in the council hall as soon as you can.
Thank you, Papa. I will.
He gives me one last hug, wipes his eyes, and takes off through the crowd. I look over at Ignatius. The crowd has lifted him onto their shoulders despite his numerous protests. He swats at their hands, but to no avail.
Ignatius! Meet me in the council hall when you get a moment.
Ignatius gives me a quick nod before turning to shout at someone behind him. Hopefully he can extract himself soon. The council hall. 10 minutes later. I stand outside the council hall, idly drawing designs in the dirt with my foot. My stomach flutters with nerves. I've never met with the council of elders like this at all. All at once. I don't know if they'll ever even listen to me. I'm still technically a kid to them. The nerves in my stomach give way to butterflies when I see Ignatius come jogging up the path. At least I won't be doing it alone.
Sorry to keep you waiting. No matter how many names I called them, they wouldn't put me down.
Don't worry about it. I'm just so glad you're here with me.
Come on. I'm not going to abandon you after all that.
He gives me a shy smile.
The elders know all kinds of stuff. I'm sure they'll know exactly what to do.
I sure hope so.
The village council. So, we're going to see what happens next time! After I read this, the hall is filled with the sound of raised voices. The elders appear to be arguing about something. So we're going to save here and hope to God that this is not... Well, if you guys are watching this, it's definitely not been corrupted. But hope to God my file is not... My recording isn't corrupted this time again. If you're watching, it's probably not been corrupted. But hope to God something is just okay. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I know... Again, bear with me on this, like I said in my intro. Just bear with me on this, because I'm really enjoying this game. Please, please, please. Make sure to like this video if you enjoyed. Hit that subscribe button if you want to become a Martian. Hit that bell if you want to keep up with my videos. And remember to be strong, be confident, and be brave. And I'll see you guys next time.